Europe is bracing for a dramatic and potentially historic weather shift this February, as the continent prepares for a winter unlike any in recent memory. Across cities and countryside, people are watching the skies and wondering just how severe the coming weeks will be. The reason? A major atmospheric event is brewing high above the North Pole, and its effects are expected to ripple across Europe throughout February and March, bringing with it a cascade of weather changes that could impact millions. As of January 28, 2026, meteorologists are closely monitoring a significant shift in global weather patterns. Their data points to a dramatic drop in temperatures, with the potential to unleash the coldest air of the year across vast regions. This isn't just a minor chill. This is a pattern that could redefine the season for millions of people, affecting daily life, travel, and even energy supplies. The main culprit behind this looming cold snap is the polar vortex, a swirling, powerful mass of frigid air that typically remains locked over the Arctic. But now, this vortex is about to be disrupted, sending waves of Arctic cold plunging deep into Europe and possibly setting new records for low temperatures. After a brief period of milder weather, forecasts now suggest that a persistent and intense cold snap is on the horizon. This isn't just a short-lived freeze. Experts warn it could last well into spring, bringing repeated waves of frost, snow, and icy winds that will test the resilience of communities across the continent. Adding to the intrigue, this winter marks the debut of Europe's next-generation weather satellite, the Meteosat Third Generation, or MTG. This state-of-the-art satellite is a game-changer for meteorology, offering scientists and forecasters a new level of detail and accuracy in tracking storms, temperature shifts, and atmospheric changes. The first images from MTG are nothing short of breathtaking. With unprecedented clarity, meteorologists can now observe the atmosphere in real time, spotting developing weather systems and predicting their paths with greater confidence. This leap in technology means better warnings, more accurate forecasts, and ultimately, improved safety for everyone. This is more than just a weather forecast. It's a revolution in how we understand, anticipate, and prepare for extreme weather events. Emergency responders, city planners, and everyday citizens are all relying on this new information to make critical decisions and stay safe. In this video, we'll break down the science behind the polar vortex, explain what's causing this dramatic shakeup, and show you how cutting-edge technology is helping keep you informed and protected as the situation unfolds. So grab a warm drink, settle in, and join us as we explore what's ahead for Europe's winter, and how you can be ready for whatever comes next. Meet the polar vortex, the icy crown that sits atop our planet, shaping the fate of winter across the northern hemisphere. This swirling force of nature is the architect behind much of Europe's winter weather, influencing everything from gentle snowfalls to record-breaking cold snaps. Imagine a colossal spinning mass of icy air, constantly in motion high above the North Pole, invisible to the naked eye but powerful enough to shape weather patterns thousands of kilometers away. This ultra-cold air is trapped by a mighty jet stream, a fast-moving river of wind that circles the pole, acting like a barrier that keeps the cold contained. When the jet stream is strong and stable, the polar vortex remains locked in place, and much of Europe enjoys relatively mild winters, with only occasional chills. But if the jet stream weakens or becomes unstable, the vortex can wobble and split, allowing frigid Arctic air to spill southward, unleashing intense cold waves and snowstorms. This year, the polar vortex is showing signs of instability. Its once solid fortress walls are beginning to crumble, making it easier for cold air to escape. As the jet stream grows wavier, pockets of Arctic air break free and surge south, setting the stage for dramatic and unpredictable cold outbreaks across Europe. So, when you hear about the polar vortex, picture it as the ever-watchful gatekeeper of Arctic cold, sometimes holding winter at bay, other times flinging open the gates and letting the chill descend. Ultimately, the state of this high-altitude circulation will determine whether Europe enjoys a gentle winter or faces a season of deep freeze and snow-laden streets. What can disrupt the mighty polar vortex? That swirling mass of frigid air circling the Arctic each winter, keeping the cold locked up near the pole. Enter sudden stratospheric warming, or SSW, a dramatic and rare atmospheric phenomenon that can flip winter on its head. An SSW is a rapid temperature spike, sometimes as much as 50 degrees Celsius, in the stratosphere, the layer of the atmosphere 10 to 50 kilometers above the pole. This sudden warming is triggered by powerful atmospheric waves, often generated thousands of kilometers away. that travel upward and disrupt the polar vortex from above. Paradoxically, while the stratosphere heats up, the surface below can plunge into a deep freeze. The warming high above actually weakens the vortex, allowing cold Arctic air to escape. The SSW acts like a cosmic break, shattering the vortex's structure and letting frigid air spill southward into Europe, Asia, and North America, sometimes with dramatic results. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the stratosphere, and in early February 2026, they're forecasting a full vortex collapse, a rare and extreme event that could have far-reaching impacts on our weather. Once the vortex breaks down, super cold air is unleashed, drifting south in massive waves. These cold surges can bring sudden snowstorms, icy winds, and prolonged cold snaps to regions unprepared for such extremes. The effects aren't immediate. It can take a week or two for the cold air to descend from the stratosphere and reach the ground, gradually building up as winter deepens. But when it does, the cold can lock in for weeks, reshaping the rest of winter and even lingering into early spring, affecting everything from energy demand to travel and daily life. This is the ultimate atmospheric domino effect. One dramatic event high above, setting off a chain reaction with huge consequences below, altering weather patterns across continents. So, as the stratosphere stirs, get ready for a winter twist. One that's written in the winds high above, but felt by all of us down below. So, what does all this mean for Europe in February and March? After a brief mild start to February, the real story begins mid-month as the SSW's effects hit the surface. Forecast models agree. A powerful high-pressure system will pump Arctic air deep into Europe, locking in a prolonged cold spell. Expect well below average temperatures, biting winds, and increased chances of snow, even in places that rarely see it. This isn't a quick cold snap. It's a weeks-long freeze that could disrupt travel, raise heating bills, and threaten early crops. The key message: be ready for a major, lasting shift to winter conditions starting mid-February. This is the defining weather event of the season. Here's the good news. Europe's new Meteosat third generation (MTG) satellites are revolutionizing weather tracking. The MTG Imager delivers ultra-high-resolution images every 10 minutes, giving forecasters a real-time view of developing storms. Its Lightning Imager is a first for Europe, mapping lightning flashes to provide early warnings for severe weather. This technology means faster, more accurate alerts for floods, winds, and hail. MTG is a collaboration between EUMETSAT and the European Space Agency, ensuring Europe leads in weather monitoring for decades. As extreme weather becomes more common, this advanced eye in the sky is essential for safety and preparedness. With MTG, we're better equipped than ever to face whatever the atmosphere throws at us. The MTG sounder takes weather observation to the next level. Its infrared sounder slices the atmosphere into layers, measuring temperature and humidity to create a 3D map every 30 minutes. This lets forecasters see not just clouds, but the invisible conditions fueling storms, crucial for predicting severe weather. Before, we relied on sparse weather balloons. Now, we have continuous detailed data across Europe. This revolutionizes nowcasting, giving emergency services precious extra time to prepare for flash floods or damaging winds. The MTG sounder's data feeds directly into advanced computer models, making forecasts more accurate and reliable. It's like giving forecasters a crystal ball, helping us anticipate events like the coming polar vortex cold snap days in advance. The future of weather prediction is here, and it's three-dimensional. Technology is only half the story. Human expertise is the other. Meteorologists blend science, experience, and intuition to interpret the flood of data from satellites and AI. AI can spot subtle patterns and process vast data, but it's the expert who knows how local weather really works. This synergy was proven during Tropical Storm Chantal in 2025, when human forecasters used model data to issue life-saving warnings. The MTG satellites supercharge this process, empowering forecasters to make faster, more confident decisions. Better forecasts mean more lead time, whether it's hours before a flash flood or weeks before a cold snap. That extra time saves lives, protects property, and helps communities prepare. The new era of forecasting is about resilience, not just raincoats. With MTG and expert eyes, we're building a safer, more prepared Europe. Knowing a cold wave is coming is one thing, being ready is another. Now's the time to check your heating system, stock up on fuel, and seal drafts around windows and doors. Insulate water pipes to prevent costly bursts, and make sure your car's battery, antifreeze, and tires are winter ready. Assemble a car emergency kit, blanket, gloves, flashlight, snacks, and water. Don't forget your neighbors. Check in on the elderly or those living alone. A quick call or visit can make a huge difference during a prolonged freeze. Community is our best defense against extreme weather. By preparing our homes and looking out for each other, we can ride out the Arctic blast safely. Take these steps now, and you'll be ready, no matter how long winter lasts. Preparation turns a challenge into just another winter story. As the cold approaches, let's focus on the bigger picture. This is a landmark moment in weather science. The convergence of a rare natural event and cutting-edge satellite technology gives us unprecedented insight and foresight. For the first time, we're proactive, not just reactive, in facing extreme weather. MTG's data transforms forecasts into reliable guidance, empowering everyone from emergency planners to families. The stunning images remind us of our planet's beauty and interconnectedness. As we bundle up, let's celebrate this leap in science and cooperation. The future of weather forecasting is about understanding, adapting, and thriving together. And that future is happening right now, high above our heads.